impossible objects. Now take a look at this drawing for a few seconds. It's obviously a triangle, right? Now look at it again. There's something odd about it. If you haven't guessed it yet, then look at its corners. Notice how they just don't line up and make any sense. Weird, huh? This is what is called an impossible triangle or the Penrose triangle. It was first created by Swedish artist Oscar Reuterswärd in 1934. It was made popular in the 1950s by psychologist Lionel Penrose and his son mathematician Roger Penrose, calling it an impossibility in its purest form. But why is it impossible? Its geometry simply cannot exist in a three-dimensional plane. Yet, the impossible triangle can be drawn and represented in 2 dimensions. Take a look. After the corners are drawn out, this is where things begin to look strange. Imagine, as you trace one side of the triangle, it goes on to loop on another side. Just like a Mobius strip, only threefold. But what's this? It's the impossible triangle in real life. But how? Well, it's all about perspective. At the wrong place and wrong viewing angle, the impossible triangle sculpture might seem odd. I mean, really, it looks like an unfinished construction or sculpture. From the side, you will see how it's made. 3 bars pointing at different angles. When you move to the proper side, however, these bars start to align, and your brain just can't make any sense of it. Then, at just the right angle, a triangle starts to appear. A really weird and baffling triangle. Take a look. It's just a classical example of your eyes playing tricks on you. The brain sees the shape and interprets it that way, making impossible shapes, like the impossible triangle, appear possible. Impossible shapes are some of the most common optical illusions that we have. Something that can be drawn to represent 3 dimensions, but are in fact impossible in real life. Observe this fork or trident, also known as the Devil's Fork. It's supposed to be 3 columns attached to a base. But look closely at the 3rd column in the middle. Now trace it back to the base. Where did the lines go? Weird, huh? How about this cube? Where is its base? And where is its front and back? M.C. Escher is one of the artists that heavily featured Penrose shapes in his art. Just like the impossible staircase. Take a look. The geometry seems odd, because as you ascend the stairs, you don't really go up, and the loop continues. Escher's work has been influenced so much by impossible shapes that people often attribute similar works as Escherian. In a 2-dimensional space, manipulating the perspective and the overlapping of lines is the trick behind the illusion. Draw something continuous, and the brain struggles to comprehend the visual stimulus that it receives. Take a look at these drawings. Notice how they start out seemingly flat. Now watch for it some more. See if you can catch where the overlap and illusion begins. There. It's not that we don't know. It's just that our brains are so used to seeing perspective and depth in real life that when we see pictures like this, it kinda just stops and pauses for a break to make sense of the illusion.